In this video, I will discuss some covalent bond characteristics. Covalent bond is characterized by some parameters. These are called bond parameters. These are bond length, bond energy, bond angle, and bond order. Let us first start with bond length. Bond length is defined as average distance between the centers of nuclei of two bonded atoms. Bond length is expressed in terms of angstrom and picometer. 1 angstrom is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meters and 1 picometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 12 meter. Bond length is measured by spectroscopic X-ray diffraction and electron ray diffraction techniques. In case of covalent bonds, bond length can also be defined as sum of the radius of two bonded atoms. Suppose there is a molecule AB which is covalently bonded and radii of atom A is RA and radii of atom B is RB. Then bond length of this covalent molecule is given by the sum of radii of atom A and radii of atom B. However, in some cases, this bond length doesn't hold good because bond length is depend upon many factors like resonance, electronegativity, hybridization, etc. Let us discuss some factors on which bond length depends. First factor is size of atom. As the size of atom increases, bond length also increases. Size of atom increases, bond length also increases. For example, bond length of hydrogen-hydrogen bond in hydrogen molecule is 74 picometer. Bond length of CH is 109 picometer. And bond length of CCl bond is 177 picometer. Here in case of CH and Cl bond length is more as compared to HH bond. This is because the size of carbon and chlorine is greater than hydrogen. So as the size of the atom increases, bond length also increases. Another factor on which bond length depends is the multiplicity of the bonds. As the number of bonds increases, bond length decreases. Number of bond increases, bond length decreases. For example, in case of carbon triple bond carbon, carbon double bond carbon, and carbon single bond carbon. Here in this case, bond length is 120 picometer. In case of carbon double bond carbon, bond length is 134 picometer. And in case of carbon single bond length is 154 picometer. Here it is clear, in case of carbon triple bond carbon, number of bonds are more. Here number of bonds are 3 and here number of bonds is 1. So as the number of bond increases, bond length decreases. Another factor on which bond length depends is hybridization. hybridization. As the S character of the bond increases, bond length decreases. Let me write S character increases, bond length decreases. For example, if we consider CH bond, here in this case, this carbon is sp hybridized, here this carbon is sp2 hybridized, and here this carbon is sp3 hybridized. Here we can see there is one s and one p orbital, so s character is 50%. Here s character is 33.3%, and here in case of sp3 hybridization there is one s and 3p orbitals, so s character is 25%. When bone length is measured in these different cases, it comes out to be, here in case of sp hybridization, it comes out to be 107 picometer. In this case, it is 110.3 picometer. And here in case of sp3 hybridized carbon atom, it comes out to be 111.3 picometer. So we can see as the S character increases, S character is increased from here to here. As the S character increases, bond length decreases. Next parameter is bond energy. Bond energy is defined as energy required to break a bond in a molecule. We can write energy required to break a bond in a molecule. Bond energy is a measure of the strength of the bond. Greater is the bond energy, stronger will be the bond. In case of polyatomic molecules, molecules in which there are more than 3 atoms, bond energy is slightly a complex concept. For example, in case of methane molecule, in methane there are 4 CH bonds. And all the 4 CH bonds are equal, are having same characteristic. They are of same type. But energy required to break different bonds comes out to be different. For example, in case of breaking first CH bond, CH3 plus H, one CH bond is broken here. Suppose energy required to break this bond is X kilojoule per mole. Since after the breaking of this first bond, chemical environment of remaining 3 CH bond is changed. This is because the energy required to break other 3 bonds is different. Suppose after energy required to break second CH bond, here is Y kilojoule per mole. And energy required to break third CH bond is Z kilojoule per mole. And energy required to break last CH bond is A kilojoule per mole. In this type of case, average of all the energy is taken into consideration. So here, average bond energy of CH bond is, we can write average bond energy, or we can write average CH bond energy here is equal to the sum of all these energies. So it is equals to x plus y plus z plus a divided by 4 kilojoule per mole. So in case of polyatomic molecules, average energies of the all the bonds is taken into consideration. There are some factors on which bond energy depends. First one is bond length. As the bond length increases, energy required to break the bond decreases. Let me write, bond length increases and energy required, or we can write bond energy decreases. So shorter the bond length, more will be the bond energy. For example, in case of hydrogen molecule, energy required to break HH bond is equals to 436 kilojoule per mole, and bond length of hydrogen bond is 74 picometer. Similarly, energy required to break Cl-Cl bond comes out to be 242 kilojoule per mole, and bond length of CCl bond is 199 picometer. And energy required to break HCl bond comes out to be 431 kilojoule per mole, and bond length of HCl bond is 127 picometer. So here it is clear that bond length is less, energy required to break the bond is more. As the bond length increases, energy required to break the bond decreases. Second factor on which bond energy depends is the multiplicity of the bond. As the number of bonds between two atoms increases, bond energy also increases. For example, if we consider example of carbon, triple bond carbon, carbon double bond carbon, and carbon single bond carbon. Energy required to break carbon triple bond carbon is much more than carbon double bond carbon, and it is least for carbon single bond carbon. So it increases in the following order. As the number of bonds increases, energy required to break the bond also increases. Next is, as the number of lone pair on the central atom increases, as the number of lone pairs on the atom increases, energy required to break the bond decreases. For example, if we consider lone pairs, if we consider example of carbon, carbon, nitrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, oxygen. Since here carbon have no lone pair, nitrogen has one lone pair, and oxygen atom has here two lone pairs. As I said, as the number of lone pairs increases, energy required to break the bond decreases. This is because of the presence of lone pair on the atom, repulsion between the lone pairs increases. Because of this, energy required to break the bond decreases. Next parameter is bond angle. In case of molecule having 3 or more atoms, the angle between adjacent bond is called bond angle. For example, in AB3 molecule, suppose structure of this AB3 molecule is this. As I said, angle between two adjacent bonds. Here this bond and this bond is adjacent. So angle between this BAB bond is called bond angle. Similarly, here this AB bond and this AB bond is adjacent. The angle between these two bonds is also called bond angle. Similarly, here this AB bond and this AB bond is adjacent. So this is also a bond angle. Further, bond angle is also affected by some factors. Let us see these factors. First factor is hybridization. Bond angle depends upon the hybridization present in the molecule. For example, sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization, and sp hybridization. Bond angle. In case of regular structure, bond angle in sp3 hybridization is 109 degree 28 minute. An example for this type of hybridization is methane molecule. In case of sp2 hybridization, regular bond angle is 120 degree, and example for this is BCl3. In case of sp hybridization, regular bond angle is 180 degree, and example for this is beryllium chloride molecule. So hybridization also affects the bond angle in a molecule. Next factor which affects bond angle is presence of lone pair on the central atom. As the number of lone pair increases, repulsion between the lone pair increases and bond angle decreases. For example, let us consider a molecule AB2. Suppose this atom has one lone pair of electron, and there is another molecule XY2, and this X has two lone pair of electrons. Here, because of this lone pair, there is some repulsion between this lone pair and this bond pair, and this lone pair and this bond pair. Because of this bond pair, these bonds come closer to each other, and there is some bond angle. If there are two lone pair present on the central atom, then repulsion because of two lone pairs increases as compared to this first molecule. There will be more repulsion. Because of this, these two bonds come more closer to each other as compared to AB2 molecule. So bond angle in this case decreases. For example, if we consider example of water and ammonia molecule. In oxygen, there are two lone pairs, and in case of ammonia, this nitrogen has one lone pair. Because of presence of two lone pair of electrons, there is more repulsion between the lone pairs and between this lone pair and bond pair. Because of this, these bonds come closer to each other. So the angle observed in case of water molecule is 105 degree, and here in case of ammonia there will be lesser repulsion as compared to water molecule because only one lone pair is present. The angle observed here is 107 degree. Next factor which affects the bond angle is electronegativity. Here there are two cases. First case is this: when the central atom is different but surrounding atoms are same. In this case, as the electronegativity of central atom as electronegativity of central atom decreases, bond angle also decreases. For example, in case of ammonia and PH3 molecule, here both the molecules are similar. Surrounding atoms, hydrogen, in both the cases are same, but central atom, nitrogen and phosphorus are different. As we know, electronegativity of phosphorus is less than the nitrogen. This is because the angle between H-PH bond is observed 93 degree and angle between H and H bond is 107 degree. So as the electronegativity of central atom decreases, bond angle of the molecule decreases. Second case here is when central atom is same but surrounding atoms are different. Second case, when central atom remains same but surrounding atoms are different. Here in this case, as the electronegativity of the surrounding atom decreases, bond angle increases. So we can write electronegativity of surrounding atoms decreases, bond angle increases. Let us see example. In case of ammonia and NF3 molecule, we know electronegativity of hydrogen is lesser than the electronegativity of fluorine. So because of the electronegativity of surrounding atoms in this case is more as compared to ammonia, so angle observed in case of NF3 molecule is 102 degree 29 minute and angle between H and H bond here is 107 degree. So as the electronegativity of the surrounding atom increases, bond angle decreases. So bond angle for NF3 molecule is lesser than the bond angle for ammonia. Next one parameter is bond order. Bond order is defined as the number of bonds between two atoms. You can write number of bonds between two atoms or Number of shared pair of electron between two atoms. Number of shared pair of electrons between two atoms. For example, in case of hydrogen molecule, there is one bond between hydrogen and hydrogen, and there is only one shared pair of electron between two hydrogen atoms. So bond order here is equals to 1, because bond order is number of bonds between two atoms and number of shared pair of electrons between two atoms. Similarly, in case of oxygen molecule, there are two bonds between oxygen and oxygen, and also there are two shared pair of electrons between two oxygen atoms. So bond order in this case is 2. Similarly, in case of nitrogen molecule, there are three bonds present between two nitrogen atoms and three shared pair of electrons present between two nitrogen atoms. So bond order in this case is equals to 3. Here one point is to be noted, that in case of isoelectronic species, means cases where number of electrons in a molecule are same. In case of isoelectronic species, bond order is same. For example, in case of nitrogen molecule and in case of carbon monoxide molecule. In both the cases, there are 14 electrons. Because here two nitrogen atoms, both nitrogen atoms have 7 electrons, so total number of electrons here is 14. Similarly, in case of carbon and oxygen, carbon has 6 electrons, oxygen has 8 electrons. Total number of electrons are here also 14. So as I said, in case of isoelectronic species, bond order is same. We know bond order of nitrogen molecule is 3. Similarly, bond order of carbon monoxide molecule is also 3. And as we have seen earlier, as the bond order increases, bond energy increases and bond length decreases. So these are the parameters on which defines a bond.